Hello YouTube. Just wanted to make this video on my new post hole digger here. After seeing Tractor Time with Tim's video of his, I figured I would make one of the newly redesigned model. If you noticed on the Tractor Supply website, they have another model that I would assume would supersede the other model, and it includes these legs. This is supposedly so you can take it on and off easier with a tractor, although on the reviews some people say that it isn't really that easy, so I guess we'll find out. So this is a model 602377. And as you can see, it's got the two legs, and it also has a handle that attaches to the gearbox to align the auger. So you can just use the handle for that. So I just picked this up at Tractor Supply last night. It's at the end of the season, so they had this one left over. It was the only one around. I have some horse fencing I need to fix before winter, so we're going to be doing that tomorrow. So I got the 9-inch auger. I guess it's a 36-inch digging depth. It measures 42 inches basically from the end of that mounting flange right there to the tip. So we'll see how deep it'll go. The other things I read online on the reviews is this is supposed to be built a lot more heavy duty than the other model. Supposedly the steel is thicker, and I was told that the shear pin is, instead of 5/16 like the old one, it is now 3/8. So guess we'll see how that works. And like I said, I'm kind of fairly new to YouTube here, so please excuse me with the video editing and all that stuff. It's kind of new to me, but I figured I'd give this a shot here. And there's not a lot of reviews on this, so, and I know Tractor Time with Tim's got one, so, and it isn't one of his favorites. So let's see if this one can be one of my least favorites. So we'll see what happens. We'll get it together here and we'll see how the assembly goes. All right, so we dumped the backhoe and got this pretty much put together here. Other than, got to get rid of this thing here. I ended up on this small tractor, you got to use the very last hole for this, and the auger is about, I don't know, 4 inches off the ground. So it didn't go together too bad. A couple of things to note is, the first thing, they do not give you linch pins. So if you don't have any, you better pick some up. I would assume everybody does, but just forewarning. These are the feet. They come, you just pin them in and remove legs before operating. Yes, I'd hope so. So didn't go together too bad. The other thing to note is, and this is very important, there is no gear oil in the gearbox, okay? So make sure you fill it. It takes 80 weight 90. Regular gear lubricant, you can get at Tractor Supply or Walmart or auto parts store or anything like that. Most implements, or I should say pretty much all implements from Tractor Supply, if they have a gearbox that requires gear oil, they are empty. They do not ship implements with oil in it. And I think that's half the problem with all these bad reviews, you know, saying that the rotary cutters and all this, you know, lasted a couple hours and then blew up. Well, it's probably because you didn't put any oil in it. So to put oil in it, it's the fill cap right here. You take this plug out on the side. I just buy one of the quart containers with a little end on it, and you just squeeze it, and you fill it up until it starts pissing out of here, and then it's full. So you don't want to fill it up all the way because you want to leave room for expansion. Put the plug back in, and you're ready to go. I would say that if you use this a lot, you probably should change the gear oil, because it would get contaminated, I would imagine. But for me, it'll probably last the lifetime of this thing, because I'm not planning on putting tons of hours on it. So anyways, the only other pain is getting in here to the shield. Does not flip up on this, so you gotta kind of finagle to get the shear bolt in there. That is 3/8. It's a 3/8 shear bolt. And putting the auger on, they kind of give you these holes right here, and they really don't line up worth a bean. So you gotta kind of have to work under here to get the bolts through. But wasn't terrible. This tip thing is, I would assume, is supposed to be loose. I'm not really sure. So anyways, we'll put some gear oil in her, and we'll go dig some holes. Okay, so doesn't work too bad in my situation. Of course, I've got pure sand here, so, and pretty much no rocks or roots, so it goes down like butter, even at idle. A couple things to note is this handle here. I have it flipped up. The illustration shows it with this straight section here coming out of the gearbox, but I had to have there's two sets of holes on each side, so I had to flip it around, because what happens is the handle hits this frame right here. I would have to imagine, because I'm using the last pin, and this piece is more vertical, so just keep that in mind. Other than that, I can't say as I hate it. Definitely a lot faster than digging by hand. So if you have a need for one of these, I would recommend it. It is the cheapest option that I could find. Even searching online for post hole diggers, this one definitely has the best value. So anyways, that's it for now. Please like and subscribe, and if you want to see more of this in action, or anything else, let me know. Thanks.